Meslina here from Adri International Education Consultancy. Unfortunately, I think there is some problem with the volume of the video, so we couldn't show you the video. So let's start with the presentation. Basically, we are an education consultants and we are working with universities all around the world. We can help you with universities all around the world with any program, but today we are going to focus on especially on universities that offer medicine and dentistry. As you can see that we have started our services in 1986 and we are approved, accredited by all local and international accreditation bodies, including the Ministry of Higher Education, British Council, and all the other relevant educational bodies. And we are working with more than 500 universities worldwide. So obviously, I'm not going to talk about individual universities. We have added just some of the certificates of representation so that you can have an idea about our scope of our universities. What makes us different from other consultants is that since we are approved by the Ministry of Higher Education of UAE and by all the other relevant educational bodies, and since we are here in this field for such a long period of time, for more than 30 years, we are considered as the regional office of some of the most prestigious universities, especially in countries like Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, and other countries, and especially for medicine and dentistry. Those students or parents who are considering the option of Eastern European medical universities, you must be familiar that this is a general requirement that the students are supposed to take the entrance exam of individual universities. And you have two options. Either you travel to these countries and take the exam, or second option, you contact us because since office of these universities, we do arrange all these entrance exams here in Dubai. So I think it's an easier option if you can just submit your documents and then we will help you with the whole process of your entrance exam. Now, we are also official partners of GEMS UniConnect. Thank you very much, Ms. Lena. We are an official partners and, you can definitely rely on us. We do participate in all education related events, whether we are talking about the exhibitions here in UAE or abroad. We do make it a point to attend anything that is related with education. Now, this is something that is really important for you, that how we can help you with your application process. First of all, we do assist those students who are looking for some options, especially to choose a university which is best for them according to their grades and their budget. And then obviously our processing is very fast because we are working directly with the universities. And for students who are looking for the universities with entrance exam, we do help you to get to take all these entrance exam from the comfort of UAE itself. You're not supposed to travel anywhere. Now, those students who are still in the process of choosing their universities, either for 2021 fall intake or maybe for fall 22 intake, and if you're not really sure that how you're going to start your application process, I suggest that first you need to sit down and ask yourself certain questions, because these are some of the key questions that help universities. You need to ask yourself, are my grades good enough to get into the university of my choice or not? Student, I understand that you want to join the best university, but please understand that the best universities are also looking for the best candidates. So you have to be realistic. How about the university? Not every student is going to join the Ivy League university in the world ranking. It depends on a lot of factors like your grades, your percentage, your GPA, your budget, and so many other factors. But the least that you can do is make sure that the university that you're going to choose should be approved, accredited universities worldwide. Another thing which should be a key element in your choice of your university is that you have to be 100% sure that whatever university you are going to choose should be within the budget of your family. And when we are talking about the budget, there are two types of expenses that you have to consider. Obviously, tuition fees is one of the key element, but at the same time, you have to consider about the cost of living also. And then accordingly, you can do the budgeting for your university life. Now, when it comes for the visa for some specific countries, I'm sure that you must be familiar that because of this political situation, there are certain nationalities that are finding it difficult to get the visa of some of the Western countries. So, if you think that even if you manage to get admission in a good university, but you might be having some problem in that particular country because of your nationality, religion, whatever, so we suggest that keep your backup plans ready with you. So these are the questions that you are supposed to ask yourself, and then you can shortlist the universities where you're going to send your application. Now, this is an admission process. It's a very simple one. If you need any assistance, we suggest that for the initial meeting, you should try to visit our office, and then you can have a detailed discussion. We suggest that the students should be coming along with their parents, because on one hand, we are going to discuss with the students about their choices, their grades, and their preferences. But at the same time, we need to discuss the parents about their choices and especially their budget. Then we are going to identify the best possible options for you, and we will be helping you not only with the entire admission process, but also we will be guiding you with your student visa. And if required, we are going to help you with your accommodation, airport pickup, and we are going to provide you with all the other general information. Students, we can help you with any program, but right now today we are going to focus especially on medicine and its related program. This is the general admission requirement. Most of the students and the parents must be familiar with this one, that you are supposed to start your application process from the day one when you are in the final year of your of your high school. Remember, students, that if you are looking for medicine, this is one of the most competitive program to get in, and you are supposed to start your application process from September onwards for the next academic year. Of course, you don't have your final results, so what you're supposed to do, you are supposed to use your last year result, predicted grades of your next year, recommendation letter, and start your application process. And please remember that if we are talking about medicine in any country, there are always some added requirements. Like most of the universities in UK, they have the requirement of either UCAT or MCAT. So UCAT or BMAT exam. So you need to understand about these requirements before you start your application process. For Eastern European countries, you're supposed to do the entrance exam of individual university. So you must be familiar about all these requirements before you start your admission process. This is the general visa requirement when you will be applying for the student visa. Please understand that the requirement for the student visa are entirely different from the visit visa. Basically, visa officers just want to make sure about two things. You should be having an unconditional offer letter from that particular country, and your financial document should convince the visa officer that you can take care of your tuition fees and your living expenses at least for one academic year. Now, this is part of a services that we are going to help the students not only with the admission process, but we will also be guiding with the visa process. Of course, we are not going to stem the visa for you, but you are going to get step-by-step guidance from our office throughout your entire visa process. Now, let's talk about individual countries. When it comes to UK, I'm sure that you must be familiar that for UK, for most of the universities, you are supposed to send your application before 15th October for the next academic year. It means that for most of the universities for fall 2021 intake, their deadline is already over. Again, most of the universities, they need either UCAT exam or BMAT exam, and you are supposed to apply usually through UCAS, even though there are some options where you can still apply before 15th of January, but generally the deadline for the good universities is already over for next year. Now, we encourage our students that if you are looking for the option of UK, you should apply your application in UK with the help of your school counselors, because there are a number of things that your school is supposed to provide to the universities. In UK, we can help you with one of the university, which is UCLan University, because this is one of the very few universities in UK where they do have big number of international seats for international students. Usually, in most of the universities in UK, they have less than 10% seats for international students, and this is very competitive. But in UCLan, they do have a number of seats for international students. And obviously, their admission requirements are tough, and usually there is no entrance exam, there is no need of UCAT exam, but usually interview is required. It's an expensive university. The tuition fees is around £42,000 per year, and the cost of living in UK can be between 10 to 12,000 pounds per year. The average tuition fees in UK for medicine is £30,000 a year. So if you compare it with the tuition fees of UCLan with the average tuition fees, it's a slightly expensive option, but this is one of the few options where you have a chance of getting into the university, because they do have a number of seats available for international students. Now let's talk about Eastern European countries. Before I proceed further with any individual university, let me clarify a few things. We are working with some of the best medical universities in Eastern European countries. And these universities are good not only in terms of the ranking, but also in terms of the quality of education. Now, all these universities in Eastern European countries, they offer a 6-year program, which is known as MD program. They are usually offering two programs simultaneously. One program is in their own language, which is for the local student, and one program is in English, which is for international students. And these universities are some of the oldest medical universities in the world ranking. Now, in all these universities for year one, there is only one intake, which is September intake or fall intake. There is no provision of January or spring intake. They have only one intake for the first year admission. Entrance exam is mandatory for admission in all these universities in Eastern European countries. Even if you're going to be an A-star student with 45 IB points or 3 A's in your A-levels or 90 or 95% in your CPSC, you cannot get admission in these universities until and unless you pass your entrance exam. Now, one of the good university in Eastern European country is University of Debrecen in Hungary. This university is in a city called Debrecen, which is the second biggest city of Hungary, about 120 kilometers away from Budapest. And this university is more than 150-year old. It's a very old medical institution there. There are 4 medical universities in Hungary, but this is considered as the best university. The reason is that they have a big number of students there. There are around 30,000 students already studying there. And out of this 30,000 students, 6,000 students are international students. So since they have a large portion of a large number of international students who are studying there, they understand the requirement of the international students very well. For example, those international students who would like to go to US or Canada, I am sure that you must be familiar that they are supposed to do certain licensing exam. And University of Debrecen, they do provide extra coaching classes during summer to prepare the students for this USMLE and Canadian licensing exam. So this is an added help from the students for international students. Now, entrance exam is mandatory for admission in this university, and the dates have already been decided for fall 2021 intake. The first exam is going to be on January 23rd, and the second exam is going to be April 24. There might be a third exam in May if they still have any seat available, but May exam is not at all a confirmed one. And please understand as students and the parents that for all these entrance exams, there is only one chance. It means that if you have taken the entrance exam on 23rd of January and if you fail, you cannot resit for the exam in April. There is one chance for one university for one academic year. There is no second chance. Tuition fees of the university is approximately $17,000 per year, and the cost of living is maximum $6,000 per year. The main requirement of admission in University of Debrecen is entrance exam, and you need to pass your high school. Your high school percentage or your GPA or your grades are not that relevant as long as you pass your high school and you pass your entrance exam. Visa is one of the easiest visa among the Eastern European country for all nationalities, and usually students, they get their visas within 4 to 10 weeks of time. So this is one of the best option if you're considering a good university, and this is among the top 500 universities in the world ranking, and you may consider this option as this is one of the best option that I can give you. The next option can be the option in Charles University in Czech Republic. Charles University is among the top 200 universities in the world ranking. Basically, there are 5 different campuses of Charles University, which are known as faculties of Charles University, which are basically 5 independent universities under the name Charles. There are 3 of them, they are in Prague, and 2 of them, they are outside Prague in different cities. The one in Prague are known as the first faculty, second faculty, and third faculty. Now, entrance exam is mandatory for admission in each and every faculty of Charles University. Each faculty has its own entrance exam. You cannot take one exam which is applicable for all faculties. Each faculty has its own exam. In Dubai, we conduct the entrance exam of first faculty of Charles University as well as Heretic Fellow faculty of Charles University, or you can also call it as HK campus of Charles University. For the other 3 campuses, you are supposed to travel to Czech Republic and take the entrance exam there. The first faculty of Charles University is considered as the best campus of Charles University because this is the campus that was established in the 14th century. This is a 700-year-old medical university. Entrance exam is mandatory here, and they have only one intake, which is September intake. Their entrance exam dates have already been decided. There will be only 2 exams, January 30 and May 15. You can take either one of the exam. Students and parents, please understand that for all these entrance exams, usually the dean of the universities are coming here and along with their team of 3-4 senior professors, and they do supervise the entire exam. And we conduct these exams on weekends. So this is convenient for the students who are coming from other Emirates or even from other Middle East countries. It is convenient for them to come and take the exam. And for the first faculty of Charles University, the dean, they announced the result on the same day. The tuition fees of the university is approximately 400,000 Czech koruna. The cost of living is maximum like $6,000 per year. And the entry requirement is that they have a slightly different entry requirement. For the British system students, of course, they have to pass the entrance exam. But other than passing the entrance exam, they must be doing 3 subjects in A levels, and biology and chemistry is mandatory. And as of 2020, they must not be having less than C in their biology and chemistry. The third subject can be any other subject. It can be physics, maths, whatever. But the entrance exam itself will be from biology, chemistry, and physics. So those students who are not doing physics in their high school, they are eligible to sit for the entrance exam. But please keep it in mind that you will be required to study the physics portion on your own. The first faculty of Charles University do not accept American diploma or the SEBIS system without APs. So the SEBIS system or the American system students, either they should be doing their AP biology and chemistry, or they should be doing 3 subjects in A levels to be eligible to sit for the entrance exam. AP points are not at all relevant. You just have to pass your AP biology and chemistry, and then you have to pass the entrance exam. And for the other system like IB and CPSC and the other system, there is no such requirement. You just have to pass your high school and pass your entrance exam. And students, when it comes for the visa for Czech Republic, it's a different story. Among all the countries that we are working with, this is one of the toughest, they have the toughest requirement for student visa. Eventually, each and every student is going to get the visa, but it takes a lot of time and effort, not only from your part, from our part also, to be eligible to apply for or to take care of all the requirements of the visa. So from the day one you get your offer from the university, we will prepare you for your visa. So please keep it in mind that it might take you officially it takes you between 2 to 3 months, but we know it very well that it might take you between 4 to 6 months to get the visa for Czech Republic. But don't worry, we are going to assist you with the entire process of your visa. Now, when it comes for the Heretic Krylov faculty of Charles University, this campus is outside Prague in a city called Heretic Krylov city. This is the reason this is also known as Heretic Krylov faculty or the HK campus of Charles University to make it short. Again, the entrance exam is mandatory. The dates have been decided. The tuition fees of the university is slightly less than the first faculty. The cost of living remains the same. And the HK campus or the Heretic Krylov faculty of Charles University, they accept all systems, including American system and the SEBIS system. But you will be required to submit your equivalency certificate along with your high school result. This is a certificate that you get from the ministry, which states that you are eligible to join the university. Again, we are going to inform you what is the how to get this equivalency certificate. Visa, of course, I have already explained you. It's going to take some time for Czech Republic. Now, other option among the Eastern European countries can be the option of Poland. In Poland, we are working with a couple of universities. The first one is Medical University of Warsaw. This is one of the most comprehensive medical university in Poland. They have medicine and dentistry both. Just like other countries in Eastern European countries, there is only one intake, which is September intake. Entrance exam date for Medical University of Warsaw has not yet been decided. Usually there is only one exam for this university, and usually this is in the month of April or May. We will be announcing the date maybe towards the end of December or maybe in the first week of January. The tuition fees of a university is approximately, for different programs, it can be from 13,000 to 15,000 euro. And the entry requirement is that you have to pass the high school and you have to pass your entrance exam. But you will be required to present your equivalency certificate towards the end. The cost of living in all these countries is more or less, it can be up to 6,000 US dollar per year. Visa for Poland is usually not at all an issue, just like Hungary. Hungary, it's a simple thing, nothing like Czech Republic. The other university with which we are working in Poland is University of Warmia in Missouri. It's a state university, approved accredited university, but this is comparatively a young university. Entrance exams are required for admission in this university. The dates have already been decided. Their tuition fees is around 50,000 PLN, and you are supposed to do the entrance exam. And other than passing the entrance exam, you have to pass your high school. And for the British system students, for both the campuses of for both these universities in Poland, the Medical University of Warsaw and University of Warmia in Missouri, you should be doing 3 subjects in your A levels. The cost of living is still the same, and the visa is again not at all an issue for any nationality for Poland. Now let's talk about Caribbean universities. Now students and the parents, you must have noticed that I haven't spoken about the medical universities in US and Canada. The reason is that in most in US and Canada, mostly medicine and dentistry is being offered at graduate level. It means that after high school, you're supposed to do 4 years of your BSc program in any science related program. And then you're supposed to do an exam which is known as MCAT exam, which is an extremely competitive exam. And then you're eligible to apply for the medical school. And if you are among the top 5% who are lucky enough to get into the medical or dental school, it is going to take you another 3 to 4 years to complete your medical degree there, and you will be getting your MD degree. Now it's so that's why we cannot help you for direct admission in US and Canada. We can just help you with your admission in BSc program. Now here comes the role of Caribbean universities. The concept of Caribbean medical universities is that there are many Caribbean universities. We are working with many of them. The concept is that for the first 3 years you will be doing your studies in Caribbean, and for the last 2 years you will be going into their partner teaching hospitals in USA. Usually these Caribbean universities, they do have partnership with different teaching hospitals in USA, and it's a guaranteed progression for their international students that they will be progressing from year 4 onwards. They will be doing their clinical rotations in USA without MCAT exam. The only condition is that the students must not belong to a nationality who cannot get the visa for USA. Otherwise, it's a guaranteed progression. Among different Caribbean universities, the best option is St. George's University, because this is one of the oldest Caribbean university in North America, and they have partnership with more than 75 leading teaching hospitals in USA. And other than USA, they also have partner teaching hospitals in Canada and UK. So this is considered as the best university in North America. And if you do a little bit of, you would have noticed that St. George's University is considered as a single institution which is providing the highest number of new resident doctors in USA every year for the last 10 years. The highest number of students from St. George's University, after they are done with their MD program, they are getting into the residency program in USA. The reason is very simple. They have already done of the clinical rotations in some of the leading hospitals. They have done their USMLE, and when they apply for the residency program, they are giving preference over other international doctors. They have this university, they have 2 intakes. It can be September intake, it can be January intake. The cost of living in Caribbean is slightly high. It can be up to $18,000 per year. Visa is not at all an issue for any nationality for Caribbean. Part-time jobs are definitely not allowed. But when it comes for the tuition fees, it's an expensive option. The tuition fees can be up to $70,000 per year. But this is one of the university that do have generous scholarship option also. Of course, it is based on your academics, but they do have a provision of good scholarship also. So for those students who would like to go to US and Canada, ultimately who would like to go for US and Canada, I suggest that you may consider different options in Caribbean. If you have any other question, you can you can ask the question towards the end. Now, let's talk about Western European countries. Those students who are looking for Western European countries, I can give you some options. For dentistry, we have couple options in Spain. Again, if you have done a little bit of research, you would have noticed that most of the universities in Western European countries, they offer their program in their own languages. Like in Spain, mostly the universities are offering the program in Spanish. But there are some universities, and luckily we are working with them, that do offer their program in English. One of them is Universidad Europea. This is it's a private university, but one of the few universities in Spain program in English. They have only one intake, which is September intake. Their tuition fees is roughly 20,000 euro per year. Cost of living can be up to 8,000 euro per year. Visa is usually not at all an issue for any nationality, and they do offer their dentistry program in English. The second university can be UCAM. Again, this is a very good university, and this is quite a popular university here in UAE. They have only one intake, which is September intake, and their tuition fees is definitely less than the first one, and the medium of instruction is English. Students and parents, please understand that for these universities in Spain and Italy, there is no need of any entrance exam or anything. But usually students are supposed, they must be good students, and usually they will be having some sort of interview by the university. And since they have limited seats being offered for the English program, they are usually done with their application process by December, January. So if you would like to consider the option of Spain for dentistry, you need to contact us as soon as possible. Now, another option if you are looking for Germany. Now, I know that Germany is a good study destination for any program, including medicine and dentistry, but unfortunately, we cannot help you with any German medical university. The reason is that these universities, they offer their program in German language. Of course, you have to do the German language. Second thing is that they're extremely competitive. Since they are free universities, they're extremely competitive. Even German students find it extremely competitive to get into those universities, and they are going for other neighboring countries. But there is one university, UMCH, where we can help you out. This university is basically a Romanian university having their campus, one of their campus in Hamburg in Germany. Ultimately, the degree that you are going to get from this university will be from Romania, but this degree is approved and accredited by German Medical Council. They have two intakes, September intake and March intake, and their tuition fees is approximately 25,000 euro per year. And the program will be taught 100% in English. The cost of living is can be up to 9,000 euro per year. Again, students, you are supposed to contact us as soon as possible, because this is one of the very few options where you can study medicine in English in Germany. So usually they have too many applications, and they are done with their application by December, January. Now let's talk about Italy. Those students who are looking for the option of medicine, they don't have dentistry. They usually have only medicine with them in some of the universities. There are 3-4 good universities in Italy, and luckily we are working with them, and they all offer their program in English. We cannot help you with any Italian university offering their program in Italian, in their local language. We can just help you with those universities where the program is being offered in English. One of the good universities is Humanitas University. I'm sure you must be familiar with this name because this is quite a popular university here in UAE. They have only one intake, which is September intake. Their tuition fees is roughly 20,000 euro per year, and they offer medicine, and the medium of instruction is English. There is no need of entrance exam here, but you will be required to have some sort of the interviews here. Another university in Italy which offer program in English can be University of St. Camillus. They have only one intake, which is September intake, and they have different programs, but like medicine, nursing, dentistry, physiotherapy, different programs. So they have different range, but their tuition fees is usually for medicine, this is like 15,000 euro, and they do offer their program in English. So students, we can help you with all these options in Italy and in Spain for medicine and dentistry, but remember, you have to contact us at the right moment. Another option for those students who are looking to study medicine in English in Europe, you may consider the option of University of Malta. Malta is a European Union country. It's a very small island, beautiful island, and they have some excellent universities. Their system of education is considered as one of the best system of education in Europe. And they do have some excellent universities, especially University of Malta is considered as one of the very good university in the world ranking. They do have medicine and dentistry both. It's a 5 years program. The tuition fees is slightly more. It's around 26,000 euro per year. And the cost of living in Malta is also a little bit high, but they do offer their program in English. So you have another option to study medicine in English in Malta, in University of Malta, which is again one of the best university among for medicine. Now, we have University of Nicosia in Greek Cyprus. This university, it's a private university, but this is considered as a very good university because this is a very old university, and they do have two intakes, which is September intake and February intake. And this is an extremely popular university here in UAE because the students have already been joining this university for a long time. So this is quite a popular option in the Middle East region. And the tuition fees is around 18,000 euro. This is less than most of the universities in Western European country. The cost of living can be like up to 9,000 euro. The medium of instruction is all English. Again, you will be required to have some sort of the interviews. There is no entrance exam for this university. Now, after this, we have the option in Georgia for those students who are looking for affordable options. Now, I'm going to give you some of the affordable options. Georgia is quite near to UAE. This is just for us by plane from UAE. There is no need of visa for most of the nationalities there if you have UAE resident visa. We are working with different medical universities in Georgia. The best one is Tbilisi State Medical University. This is a state university, offer their program in English, and they have both medicine and dentistry with them. The tuition fees is extremely reasonable. Like for medicine, this is just like 8,000 US dollar per year. And the cost of living is also reasonable. This can be maximum like $6,000 per year. Then we have another university, Ilia University in Georgia. Their tuition fees is less than $5,000 per year. Students and parents, please understand that all these universities are state universities. Of course, they are not good in terms of the ranking, but they are state universities approved, accredited worldwide. So if you're going to be a graduate of these universities, you can work anywhere in the world. The total expense of studying in Ilia University will be less than 40,000 dirhams a year because their tuition fees is also very less. Then we have the option in Russia, which is Northern State Medical University. Again, a state university approved, accredited worldwide. The tuition fees is extremely reasonable for different programs, and the total expense will be less than 45,000 dirhams a year. And they do offer their program in English. And they do, this university in particular, they do have partnership with German Medical Council. So those students who would like to go to Germany for their post-graduation, the university is help them not only with the German language, but also to pass the licensing exam of German Medical Council. Now, these are some of the other medical universities like in Lithuania, Latvia, then we have a couple of other universities in Caribbean. So we can help you with all these options. These are the entrance exam dates for various universities. As you can see, the dates have been announced for 2021 intake. There are 2 dates, but remember students that you can take one exam for one university. There is no second chance. And in case if you would like to have any sort of the revision classes, then Abbey College, which is providing the foundation for Charles University, they will be conducting their online classes, virtual online revision classes in the month of December for 2 weeks. If you need any assistance, you can take those classes as well. This is my summary for medicine and dentistry. In simple words, students, the best option to study medicine, dentistry, just like other programs, are in UK, Ireland, US, and Canada. But in UK and Ireland, even though you have the option, you can get admission directly, and we can help you with some of the universities there. But remember, they are extremely competitive. The deadlines are usually 15th of October, and you are supposed to apply directly to the school counselor through UCAS. US and Canada, first you're supposed to do 4 years of your BSc program, and then you can apply. And all these options of UK, US, and Canada, they are expensive options. Germany is a good option, but mostly this is in German language other than this Romanian university. Otherwise, you may consider the option of Eastern European countries if you're looking for good universities in terms of the ranking. And in case if you are looking for those universities without entrance exam, you may consider the option of Italy, Spain, maybe Caribbean universities, maybe Malta. And in case if your budget is less than 50,000 dirhams a year, you may consider the option of Georgia and Russia. So now students and parents, I am done with my presentation. Our office is in Dubai in Business Wave. You are working 6 days a week. Now I would like to invite Dr. Kadri to take care of Q&A session. Thank you very much and good evenings.
Yes, thank you, students. Now, time for Q&A. Please ask as many questions as you like, because I'm here to answer all your queries. No, please. And before I answer this one, just to tell you that that we do have a foundation program for those who are looking to study in Czech Republic, Hungary, and Poland. Abbey College is the one offering the foundation program for the last 30 years. and their success rate is above 95% during the entrance examination. So if you would like to go for Charles University, and if you cannot get admission directly, please contact us and we will inform you about this Abbey College, which is a very good college. Of course, you try first to pass the entrance examination first. Okay, now Q&A, please. Any questions, please?
Hi, Dr. Kadri. We have a question. One moment.
Yeah.
When is the deadline for Irish medical universities?
Okay. As we mentioned that we are not working with Irish this university. However, we do have one university in Malaysia. They are offering a joint program with RCSI and UCD, and they call it RCSI UCD campus, where you can study 2.5 years in Ireland, and then you will do your 2.5 year internship in Malaysia. But that is for those who are from Malaysia. This is a very good option for Malaysia because as a foreigner you are not allowed to do your internship. So, but they are working on this. Maybe they will start taking a student from the other countries. So for this I cannot help you for Ireland, but I'll tell you the good universities in Ireland, which is UCD, DCU, RCSI, Trinity College. They are one of the best universities now.
Okay, I'm going to answer this if that's all right. Usually the deadline is February 1st, but it would be better if you directly check the university website if they have a different deadline. But usually for Ireland, it's February 1st. Yeah, so I hope that answers that question. The next one is, how about Malaysia? Any information about their admission requirements, fees, and scholarships?
Okay.
You've
Okay, before I
answered
go to
that, or
Malaysia,
do you want to add a little bit more to?
no.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Before I said that RCSI has got an office here in Dubai. So you may contact them also, or I mean, if you want, I'll try to give you their number so that you can contact the representative. I mean, directly. No, they do have an office.
Yes, we have a UniConnect partnerships with them, and I'm going to put the link, the direct link to their email in the chat, and you and all of you can refer to that if you're interested. Thank you.
Okay. Now let's talk about Malaysia. Yes, Malaysia, they do have universities like state universities are there. State universities normally do not encourage international students to come. Then you have private universities. We do work with all the private universities in this Malaysia, but the problem is that they don't provide you internship. That's the problem, that you complete your 5-year degree. After that, you have to go back to your home country or find your own hospital, which is really problem sometimes. Otherwise, there. And then they do have some campus like I mean, Newcastle University, UK, Monash University there, and then you have got this International Medical University there, where you can do first 2 to 3 years there, and then last 2 years you will be doing in Australia, UK, Canada. They have got a special I mean, arrangement with those universities. No, now the fees for the private universities is approximately between $18,000 to $25,000 a year. The fees for the branch campuses cost you between $25,000 to $35,000 a year, and the living cost is cheap. Living cost is around $500 to $700 a month. Okay, I hope I answered this now.
There's another question. There's IB admission requirements in Charles University.
Okay.
It states that they take 3 sciences, but IB's maximum number of sciences is 2.
Yes.
Only 2. Is it still possible to apply for entry with an IB?
Yes, I know that IB has a problem that they don't give you 3 sciences. So most of them take biology, chemistry, and maths or something else. Now you can sit for the entrance examination for Charles, but in the entrance examination, you will be taking the entrance examination for physics, chemistry, and bio. If you think that you will be preparing yourself privately for the 3 science subject, that's fine. They can accept you for the entrance examination, and if you pass the entrance examination, they'll accept you. But the problem is that can you pass the 3rd subject without taking it in IB? That's up to you. Some of them do pass, but I think it's quite a challenging thing now. For this, I think if you have got this IB, the best possible choice is it Hungary, University of Depression Hungary, because here they do give you a choice like biology is mandatory, and then you can choose between physics and chemistry. So in that case, you can take 2 science subject and go for this. So this can be a better option, but nevertheless, you can opt for Charles University also. If you think that you can pass the entrance examination, they would accept you happily. That's not a problem, because they don't have that requirement that you must have 3 subject or you must, and they are not looking for any grades. No, like if you have got 28, 30, 31, they can accept you. They don't have this like in UK, this one that you have got 36, 38 or 40. No, they don't have.
Okay, we also have another question here. Is there a minimum age requirement of 18 years old to enter medicine?
No. This requirement is in UK, but not in European side. No. However, sometimes they want you to have a sponsor or a guarantor there now. But again, I have seen a lot of students who are 17 or this one. That's not an issue.
Right, and what is the deadline application for dentistry in Hungary?
Okay. Now Hungary, we will be having the entrance examination in Jan. So as long as the seats are here, we will accept you. Now it can close down tomorrow. It can close down after a month. I don't know, but the sooner the better. We started taking the application from last September already, and we are getting at least 6 to 8 applications every day. So let's see. But as of today, we are open for this now.
Fantastic, thank you. Is it possible to get a scholarship for any of these universities that you've covered tonight? And do they need a personal statement or a resume, a supplementary document when they apply?
Okay, now among all these countries, Hungary government is the one offering the full scholarship even for your living costs. So we will send you a link. Please contact us. You can apply directly. This scholarship is not from a particular university. It's from the government. And if you can get the scholarship, they will pay for your tuition fees as well as your living costs. So this is the best one. Now other universities like Charles, this one you may get some after year 1 or year 2 if you perform very well. Like in Italy, Humanitas University, they can give you the scholarship again after year 1 and 2. Now again, St. George's University is the one who can give you the scholarship up to 30%, and they have got the special arrangement with the James Group also. I think Lena knows about it. So they can give you the scholarship based on your grades, and this can be possible.
Yes, for St. George, we have a GEMS UniConnect partnership with them, and it's merit-based, so they can offer up to 100,000 in scholarships, and even sometimes more, maybe
yes.
A lot more, depending on your grades. So I'm going to include now in the chat a contact for St. George for further details. The next question, are there any scholarships for GEMS students for UCLan? Yes, there is. and I will include the details in the chat in a little bit, including the contact for UCLan, so you can contact them directly for further details. Do we need a personal statement for Hungary?
Okay.
And that we
Okay, let me
covered,
answer.
I believe.
Okay, let me answer first. First, I will go to the St. George's University. Again, we are the close partner of St. George's University, and you know, if you want to contact, we do process all those admissions. No? So that's not an issue. We can either you can contact Mr. Sebastian or me. That's not an issue. Okay. Now you are asking about the personal statement in Hungary. No. You see, countries like Hungary, Poland, and Czech Republic, they don't need any kind of personal statement. They don't need the reference letter. They don't need any kind of shadowing. The most important part is to pass the entrance examination. That's all. Like if you get 99% and if you don't pass the entrance examination, they don't accept you. If you get 70% or 60% and if you pass the entrance examination, they'll accept you. So they are not looking for anything, even for the English, IELTS or TOEFL, because it will be tested during your entrance examination.
Yeah, we also have, do you need a certificate from the ministry for some universities in Europe, or can we just apply through the school transcript?
Okay. Most of the universities want you to provide the equivalency certificate. Now, because they don't know what is A level, they don't know what is CBSE, they don't know what is American High School Diploma. So they want to see a document which shows that this person has passed his high school and he is eligible to study anywhere in UAE. So that's why in this Arabic is called mu'adal. So this can be you can obtain from KHDA or from your ministry. If you are in Dubai, you can get it from KHDA. If you are in Sharjah, you can get it from the ministry. If you are in Abu Dhabi, you can get it from EDEC. But this document is a document which shows that you have finished your high school. I mean, if you just submit your A level result, they don't know what is this now. So they want you to get a certificate showing that this person has passed his high school. Okay. Any more
Yes,
questions?
one moment. I'm going through the list here. Are the deadlines for the excluding the UK still open? Furthermore, is it possible to apply for
Yes.
UCLan? Does it follow the deadline? Does UCLan and no? Okay, I'll leave that for you to answer.
Okay.
What's
Now,
the deadline for UCLan?
Okay, UCLan, they don't have a deadline because they do have a rolling admission, unlike in UK, the deadline is 15th of October, which is already passed now. That means you cannot apply to any state university there in UK now. So UCLan is an exception that you can still apply there now. That's not an issue. Come to us and we'll help you for this one. Okay, and for other universities, we are still open, like all the Italy or Spain or the Eastern European countries or this Malta, they are open as of now, but you have to apply as soon as possible.
Question, is the Arabic ministry exam the same as the certificate of passing a high school, or are they two different certificates?
No. You see, Arabic ministry exam, you just get the result, but the equivalency certificate, you get it from KHDA or from the ministry, shows that you have passed your high school, because in this when Arabic ministry exam, it says that you finish your grade 12. They don't know what is grade 12. They want to make sure that you have passed your high school. So you need to get a certificate that showing that you pass your high school. Okay.
Right, 1 second. There's another one. I want to begin my medicine application for multiple countries. How can I start? If I'm able to contact, what details do I need to provide? I'm not understanding that question, sorry. I want to begin my medicine application
Okay.
So
That's
I
not an
think
issue.
this is for you, Dr. Kadri. Yeah,
Yes.
so Abdulaziz is asking how can he start his medical application for multiple countries?
Okay. Normally, 99% of the students who come to us apply for a multiple options because this is medicine and you cannot depend on one university. Suppose you apply to Charles University and you don't get admission, and then you come to me and said, can I, apply to other university? At that time, you are late already because the time is gone, the deadline is over. So 99% of the student apply to us for at least 3 to 5 universities, and that's what we do. Please send us an email, contact us, and we will give you the details of all these options available, the deadlines, and their entry examination dates and the requirement. No, that's not an issue.
All right. Are there any advantages for Canadian citizens in Europe, in European countries, other than the Commonwealth countries?
The only, advantage is that you will not get a problem for the visa. Other than this, everything is same. They will charge you the same amount of money, and you have got the same requirement. No, so only for the visa purpose might be. Otherwise, no.
Okay, does anyone have any more questions? Please type them in chat. I hope I didn't miss anything. I'm going through them again. We just received one. I want to apply for medicine in the UK, and I know that the deadline have passed. Is there any foundation course I can do?
Yes.
Yes, but are they referring to a foundation in the UK or outside the UK for medicine?
UK also. UCLan, they do have a foundation also. Okay, but remember, the foundation does not guarantee you to get admission after completing the foundation. Yes, the chances are good, but again you have to go through all the process. No, like UCLan has got a foundation. No, we can apply and we can get you the admission in its foundation. But after 1 year, again you have to complete all the process. The probability of get admission in this UCLan is quite good as compared to freshmen, but still there is no guarantee for this. No. Okay, you need my email. Okay, it's written there, but
I'm typing it. I'm typing it now
okay.
again for them. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's okay. What was that? Preclinical years required in Europe. Are they required in Europe, or can they enter the university as clinical students from day one?
You see, in Europe, it's not like US or Canada. You don't have to go for a pre-med or this one. So once you take the entrance examination, for example, in Hungary, you take the entrance examination. In Hungary, you need to score 260 out of 300. So if you score 260, you will get admission in year one. If you score between 151 to 259, you will get admission in a foundation year. If you score less than 150, you will not get admission anywhere. That's sure. Okay. Now for Charles, they don't have this yes or no. They have like the first faculty. If you score 244 out of 300, you will get admission directly in year one. If you score less than this one, then we may apply for you for a foundation course separately. It does not mean that you will get admission automatically in foundation. We have to apply for this, which we will. Okay. I hope this answer your queries, right?
Yes, thank you. But there's there are more questions coming.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yeah.
What about UK for scores? Does it improve their score?
What do you
when
mean
they
by this?
apply for the UK?
Yes.
I think they're referring to clinic time. Can you please elaborate, Mona?
Yes, I'm not getting the point here.
Sir, when we apply, what is like the level that we're supposed to be? Should it be as well above 150, or is it like the same as Hungary when it comes to the scores?
No. UK has they have got different requirements. Let me tell you about UK. UK in general. UK, it depends on the lot of things. Like it depends on your grades. First of all, they accept A levels. Rarely they accept CBSE. If you get above 90%, they may accept or not. That's up to them. But normally they need 3 A levels, and the good university need 3 A's, or some of them may accept AAB. Now, other than this, they need a very good reference letter, no, and they need a very good personal statement. And one of the most important thing is the shadowing. That even if you are a very good student and if you don't have any kind of experience, they may not accept you, because this is the most, they want you to see that that you have got some kind of experience, like working for the hospital or special care or the NGO. Other than this, they will not accept you. So this is a requirement for UK. Yes, grades are there also, and they need a very good IELTS score also, no. So UK has got lot of requirement, and they may have lot of interviews, 1 interview, 2 interview, and you see most of them need UK CAT or BMAT examination, no.
Okay,
Sure,
thank you,
but
Dr. Kadri. Sorry?
Sorry to disturb you, miss, but it is hard to find internships in Dubai because you have to be at least 18 years old to work in certain hospitals. You're supposed to be studying in the UAE before taking any certain internships like within Dubai. So how can we apply to medical schools in the UK or Europe when and at a certain age or at a certain level of intelligence that you have, depending on the medical course, you're supposed to be studying in the UAE. So how is it possible to apply these internships when it's already?
Okay, well, I have seen every year at least 30 to 40 students who have got this kind of experience, and they are in UAE, and they are not a local, I mean, Marathi, and they are under 18, no. So if you know somebody there, then it's if you know somebody in the hospital or this one, this can work. Otherwise, yes, it's difficult, no. But this is their requirement, no.
Can you please get in touch with us, send your inquiry on My Path to Uni, and we can connect you with opportunities for volunteer. There's always opportunities for volunteer in the hospital and in clinics.
Oh, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you. Next is to get into the foundation course. What would be the AS and A level grade requirements, or is there a particular entrance exam that they need to complete?
Okay, it depends on which country and which university. No, again, like if you are talking about okay, UK, yes, UK, they accept you after normally AS. They need 3 AS, and they want to see a good grade, and they want to see a good IELTS score. So it depends, and once you send us the documents, we'll let you know that exactly they will accept you or not. No.
Sure, thank you. He was asking for the UK.
Yes, that's what I said. Yes, yeah.
Fantastic. Are there any questions, everyone?
Miss, can you please just send me the link to the internships that you have mentioned about having internships in hospitals and clinics, please?
Yes, Mona, I saw your text in the chat. Thank you. Does anyone have any other questions? Please type them in the chat box.
Please ask me I would love to answer all the queries. No, yeah.
Good evening. So I have a quick inquiry for the universities, the medical universities in Europe. Are all medicines 6 years, or do they vary? Like, for example, some are 5-year courses, and some of them are 6 years for undergraduate degree.
Okay. When you talk about this Hungary, Poland, Czech Republic, Italy, they are all offering a 6 years MD program. No? Most of them offer a 6 years program now, which is MD. Okay, except Malta, which is offer a 5 years medical course now there. But most of them offer 6 years. Unlike in UK, it's a 5 year MBBS now. But in European countries, normally they offer MD, which is they call it a master degree. Master does not mean that you are, I mean, specialize in something. You will still become a GP only, not a specialist. No. Okay, but you can go for PhD after MD if you want to go for this. That's the only difference. Otherwise, you will be saying the same thing. No?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, I have not heard anything from who is this Abdul Aziz.
Do you have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Any more questions for Dr. Qadri?
Yes, so